Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy, the Doordash Revolution, back with another episode. Trying to make sure everything working like it's supposed to before we get started. It looked like I was already live before. I thought I was. I want to do a mic check, make sure everything is working. Let's see. There's going to be noise in the area I'm in. I'm in the streets. And in the streets, it's noisy. And this is one of my unorthodox ways of doing content. It's real. The traffic noise, the sirens from medical first response team, the police officer sirens, the noonday siren that goes off when they tested those sirens for catastrophic events due to weather conditions or any other emergency conditions. I want to see right now, can I be heard? Let's see, we're going here. Everything looking weird again. We go on here. We go here. Somehow, I can't see it here. Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try this, and let's try this. So we don't know if the audio is actually working. If it is, hello Nisa, how you doing? You can hear me? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, I can go ahead and move forward as I'm also looking at Red Live as well. I want to start off saying happy belated Father's Day because I didn't do a video yesterday. So we want to extend that invitation to all fathers of the world. Country, make sure I don't have hers on in the background. But yeah, we wanted to do that. I wanted to do a special edition of that yesterday. Two content creators that would have matched the topic for that, but since I didn't come on yesterday, I choose not to do that at this time. But that don't take away from those two content creators that are heavily involved with their family, friends, church, community, school academics, sports, all of the above, right? So I may do a dedication this month. So we had Juneteenth, which is still the month of June, and Father's Day. So I may merge them some kind of way in an up and coming video. Now, what I want to talk about in today's topic for discussion, we want to touch bases on, may get a chance to hear some noise because truck driver there checking out his stuff. So you most likely will be hearing some noise there, and I may have to move. I don't want to move because it's beautiful outside. It's beautiful outside today. I don't know exactly what the temperature is. We look like we had some rain approximately 2 hours ago. I was still asleep. And I'm currently on vacation doing my gig apps. I was on vacation off of YouTube. Now I'm on vacation doing my gig apps for probably approximately 3 days. I want to talk about the necessity of taking a vacation, the necessity to take time off. Let's see, can I go to my video here? Because I am looking at somebody else live stream as well. All right, let's see, can I pull mine up now? Because I don't want to miss out on this live stream being able to go through. Nisa says 79 feels like 86 in Memphis, Tennessee. Appreciate that, Nisa. Appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. So, okay. Okay. Let's see what we got there. I tapped it once, tapped it twice. It's not coming through. So I'm going to have to eyeball it today. Moderators there, let me know what's going on. The significance and the importance of taking time off. Gig drivers, do we overwork ourselves to the point of frustration, anxiety, and depression? Do we work ourselves? No, y'all good? Do you? I'm doing live stream. Look at this. I'm doing live stream. No, I'm just live streaming. I'm on YouTube right now, so I didn't want y'all to think I was fussing. Because I know y'all on y'all lunch break. Yeah, y'all good, man. Y'all good. So you'll see me over here talking. I ain't lost my mind. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, y'all all good. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we do. See, let me go ahead and put my headphones on. You know, when you out here doing live stream ride-alongs, you deal with the environment, you deal with the people, right? When you are a delivery driver, service personnel, whether you dropping off medical supplies, right? Whether you're picking up and just dropping off orders from McDonald's. People said it was easy peasy. A lot of things done changed. These apps has changed. The way we have to work these apps have changed. So whether you work in a W-2, whether you're a business owner, entrepreneur, side hustler, right? When do you take some time off for yourself? When do you take time off? Or do you just still go full steam ahead 365 days, 7 days a week? The mind needs to rest. The body needs to rest. The vehicle, it needs a break. Being able to take time off for yourself and your family is very imperative. And you can't be productive like you should if you don't. You can do it by choice or it will happen by force. How many of us out here that does these gig apps, this side hustle, have the adequate rest that we need? I'm not going to see so much in this live stream here of any comments that's being mentioned. So life is short. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us. And we are not gods. We are the creation of God Almighty. It tells us that in the Holy Bible. He proves it every day to us as we look at the day-to-day events. I can't create the sky, the sun, the stars, the moons, and neither can you. I can't create summer, winter, fall, and spring. I can't create the four seasons. Those who call themselves gods and want people to worship them as gods, you can't do that. Enough said on that. Back on what I'm talking about. Do you value having time off? That is very important, to be able to rest. You see the difference on how I look today versus videos I can show you before? My eyes look a lot better. Face look a lot better because I have gotten my adequate rest. When you don't get your adequate rest, it put a toll on you physically as well as your physical appearance. You know, it can have you looking like a crackhead. It can have you looking like a madman or woman. We have to find a place or a state to where we can take our guards down and be able to relax, rest, reset, and resume our purpose here on earth as we live in this life. Everybody got a threshold, a limitation threshold. You know, rest is very important for the mind, body, soul, and spirit. Yes, it is. You feel a lot better when you do those things. And it's meant for you to do the things that you have a desire to do that will help your community. God gonna still give you that a lot of time to do that. Under his will, more so than our will. As I discovered when I started doing not by squad, but GrubHub 3 months ago. Not 3 months, but 3 years ago. I was doing GrubHub a whole lot different than the way I got to do GrubHub now. I will be doing videos talking about GrubHub versus Doordash. Due to my perspective of what I have experienced in my decision making, in my market demographics, and in my local city. The changes that has taken place on GrubHub since the time I was doing it as a filler app. The changes that has taken place on GrubHub since videos that I did 2 years ago about GrubHub. Different apps have different advantages. Then other apps has more disadvantages. The drivers. I will touch bases on content that you have never heard anybody talk about in this niche. That's not bragging. The way I do my content, my creativity, and all of that is different from everyone else. That's not bragging, ladies and gentlemen. I always want to bring something different to the table and not follow the trend of others and become a cookie cut clone of a content creator. That's not disrespecting anybody. I like to be original. I like to be unique. I like for it to come from my literary style that I carry to the table with my behavior and my personality. There will be people that will hate on that. Let them hate on, was the advice I was told. And I'm going to let them hate on. Still going to put my content out in a unique way. There's times I will go in step-by-step detail due to my literary style that fits me. It keeps me real to the value that I give to my audience. You see, notice the difference in today's episode where it ain't a whole lot of people in here versus yesterday episode. I did what I did on purpose. This video right here was set for me to do it on here yesterday. I said, no, it's something I need to find out as a content creator, as a viewer, as a subscriber. There's something I need to find out. Hashtag bullyfreezone. Okay. So I purposely did not tap into the schedule live. I just went live. When people figured out he got the doors open to his house, let's crash his house. And that's exactly what happened. So I proved a point, first and foremost, about I know what I'm doing, the way I do it. So what I did was, the live stream was replayed. The live chat is also replayed. And I have screenshots of the live stream. I got screenshots to a lot of my live streams. Okay. And I will be doing reviews of the live chat. We will critique what happened on the live stream. We will also do a review analysis of the live stream, live chat. And I'm going to do it just like that right there. And then we're going to go over topics and everything. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what was said and what was missed. Why are you doing that? There'll be times I may see certain people in the live chat. There'll be times I may not see them. I miss them, then the moderators try their best to accommodate them. But with their replay live chat, I can go back into my desktop and I can look at those things. See that I overlooked somebody, missed somebody, like the super stickers and super chat from Flex and Thunder I missed yesterday, giving them recognition on it today. You know, and addressing a few things. So I talked to someone else, and they wanted to debate with me about live chat. Well, I ain't gonna say debate, but had a difference of perspective about the live chat until I broke down the key words in the first 3 sentences of the conversation. I will be doing that in another episode because this is the highlight of what I've been talking about all the time, of the confusion or the miscommunication among people when people talk over each other. And people talk over each other in the live chat. You have some people that will come in the live chat and try to disrupt the topic for discussion. I have the proof. And we will be doing reviews of my episodes. I will be doing reviews of my content. And I'm going to be as fair as I can be. And the only way to do that is I'm taking all screenshots of my live streams. We're going to talk about and discuss that in the video topic of discussion. The climax of the event that happened on this show. The turn of events that happened on this show. The turning point. Let's look at certain key words in its context. We're gonna do the 5W and the H question to my show. I got an informative channel. That's the reason why I can do these kind of things. It will provide information. It will provide greater insight. It will show the strengths and weaknesses. Hello, Charles D. How you doing? Salute to you, my brother, and blessings as well. Happy Father's Day to you if you have any children. If not, happy Father's Day to you being a mentor to others that look up to you as that model in your community. Coming in on a lunch break, I understand. And it's a happy belated one at that. But I want my moderators to understand, and I'm showing them in live and living color what a content creator will go through. I will be having more meetings or debriefings with the moderators. I got three sets of moderators. At one time, I had 35 moderators. I cut 20 moderators. We down to 15. Okay. We're down to 15. And we got 3 different team of moderators. We will be going over the professional way that the content creator supposed to run his channel and how he's building his community leaders for that channel and how imperative and how important they are to the channel for the community. You see, you may see things I don't see that I need to address. Those will be brought up in the meeting. You know, we will be having ideas. We will vote on them as a consistency on that board meeting, that boardroom committee, as well as the rest of the moderators. So, yes, vacation is very important to have. It's very important to have time off. That's the reason why people be craving for this Friday and Saturday to have time off. I remember those days working in the warehouse, 12 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days in that year. And when they finally did give us a weekend off, we thought it was a holiday. What's up? What's up? What's up? How long time? Miss you guys. That's all good. Is Huck Smash here? He might be listening. He's right now taking care of some important business. I talked to him earlier. You know, so sometimes you have to go what people call your gut feeling, but you have to go by, people say your conscience, but you have to go by what the spirit lay on your heart when you deal with people. And you have to respect their boundaries, especially when they have a wife. You don't want to wear that welcome out. And I'm saying it publicly here, as I also said to one content creator. Even if you tell me it's all right, But if I feel deep in my spirit it's not all right, I'm going to take an executive decision and I'm going to make that right decision, not to intrude on them boundaries. I will test it out. I will get quiet and I will listen. Oh, you can go ahead and keep talking. I'll get quiet and I'll listen. Because I'm listening to the Holy Spirit speaking to my human spirit. And I'm going to make an executive decision eventually. So you have to respect them boundaries of mankind. Okay? That's where we have crossed the line in this community. Hashtag bullyfreezone. Among content creators and subscribers and viewers and trolls. They people too. They just use avatar face, disguise their voice, hoping you don't know who they are. People have lost respect for one another. So we don't respect the boundaries of each other. The limitations of crossing the line with another human being. And I know I'm right. Then no sooner as somebody else step off into your lane, then you shouldn't do the complaining. And I'm going to say it again. You shouldn't complain when a person step into your lane because you broke those boundaries. Okay? Bully free zone. Content creators' channels should be respected. There's community guidelines that we must abide by. I told you you're going to hear a lot of noise. He's getting his truck ready, doing everything he needed to do while he was away. I may have to move to another spot. Too many times people are crossing and stepping off into other people's boundaries with the lack of respect for the next individual as a human being. Appreciate that, Charles. Appreciate that. I heard one person in the community, and this is what it comes down to: like, shares, and subscribe. It always have been that way. That's how you get your message across. That's how you find your audience. That is the traditional way that content creators have done it. When I go out here in these streets and I introduce myself to people, and when I introduce my channel to them, and I give them an introduction to what this channel is about, I ask them to subscribe. And I tell them that if you like the information and everything, do just that so it can go to others. You feel like other people need this information, share that information. That's advertising your brain. That's what you're supposed to do. And I'm going to break it down like this. A person will be a fool to open a business and don't promote their business, don't advertise their business. I got me a food hut right here. Y'all see a blank truck, just black truck. I'm cooking smooth food. Y'all smell the food. That's part of advertising. But you don't know the name of my company. You don't know what food I'm selling. I'm not letting you know as a general public that you might be interested in wanting to eat some food. And this is what I do. You will be a fool not to advertise your business. That's what I got to say to that particular person that said that. I don't see why you got to hit like, share, and subscribe. You out here clickbait. That's not clickbait. Not when I'm bringing valuable information for the viewers. Because you don't like informative videos, don't discourage others to look at the informative video. You learning from it, but you want to downplay it to keep others from learning from this content. Yes. And it's going to be 10 people going to be saying I was talking about them. So if they think I'm talking about them, so what you have to understand is all the negativity of jealousy, envy towards other people. We face it in the workhouse right there. We face it in the W2. All of us done faced it. I done seen certain individuals when they used to go to work, co-workers or whatever. I'm not going to drive my car I just bought. I'm going to go ahead and continue on driving that hoopty. I done seen in my lifetime a person that didn't have a car, finally bought them one. People driving past that person, walking in the rain, sometimes in the snow. That person finally bought them a bike. No one ever offered them a ride or said, man, how much is it worth for you if I pick you up and drop you off? I'm going your way. How much would you pay me to do these things? And we can negotiate the price. No sooner as that individual buy them a vehicle, guess what happened? That person get fired from the job. They're trying to better their hardship and circumstances so they can get back and forth to work. Those dogs will be noisy. I may have to move. What I said about boundaries, people. So he get fired for no reason at all. They find some kind of way to fire this guy. All because he got him a brand new vehicle. They was talking about him when he was patting his feet on the concrete. Once he bought him a vehicle, he got fired due to jealousy. People hating on the person because he got him a vehicle. He still had the same demeanor, the same character. He still was friendly with people. I seen a female they did like that before too. Friendly with everybody. Take they shirt off their back for somebody and turn around and fire that person because they try to better their circumstances of hardship. A lot of those gig workers still got that warehouse or W-2 mindset and mentality, and we done brought it out here in the gig community. We don't want to see somebody else do good. I done seen drivers going to the restaurant, get another driver banned from that restaurant. I witnessed it with my two eyes. No, I wasn't driving. Yeah, it happened to me once too. Because they don't want to see you better your circumstances of hardship. Thanks for being a great host, Rev. Those sounds can't deter the message. I appreciate it. People talk about my editing skills, how it sucks, all of that. Those things will improve in time. The message is more so important than anything. What kind of value you bring to people? Then there's some people say, how can he get that YouTube live to look that clear on that okie doke equipment that he got? There's times it's messed up, just like everybody else stuff and all of that. God will supply your every need. All you got to do is trust in his will for your life. I had a conversation with a driver in my city, and he can also speak for 20 other drivers because I had the same conversation with them. They said, you, D-Rail, have a unique channel. We all told you put out too much information. Now, people using that information that you put out there against you. You have a whole lot of enemies, a whole lot of haters. And we done watch hundreds of these content creators, and they don't bring it to the table like you do. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Charles. You go in depth in your step-by-step process on how you do it. And everybody learn from it. Some people will applaud you for it. A lot of them are going to attack you for it. That's true. Couldn't argue with them. There wasn't no need of arguing. If you had did this a year ago on a membership, things would have flourished for you. You had did this up on the monetization 2 years ago, things would happen different for you. I said it wasn't about the money, it was about getting the free information out. I told people I could have did it another way. Thank you, Chuck D, for renewing your membership. Appreciate you. God bless you as well, brother. We're not going to stop. We full steam ahead. Yeah, we're going to take our rest so we can stay with a stable mind. Yes, we're going to get our rest, appropriate rest. It's good for your mental health. You know, this is how you fight things the right way. And we talked about depression and all of that. 1 month. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. That's you guys' prerogative to do it the way you guys can do it. I'm not messed up about it. You know, I put enough information out there that will help drivers. I tell people don't do it like I do it, but let the light bulb come on in the dark room. A bit shaky currently, so the message, I can't see that. She's saying something, but I can't see it. Let me try something here. She's letting me know something. I might have been shaking this like this here. I don't know. Or I don't know what I did with my other. Yeah. I know if I switch it now, y'all might not be able to hear me. But I should have been using this right here. I should have been using this. You know, so my thing is this here, ladies and gentlemen. If you can't be true to yourself, yeah, it is shaking back and forth. It's a bit shaky currently, so the message is appreciated. Okay, yeah, I think it's doing that right there. And might be having problems with that too. And I'm afraid to switch it out and switch it in there. We may have more problems. And I didn't look for that earlier because that mic works real good. Yes, I appreciate that prayer. Amen. Amen. I appreciate that prayer, Charles. I appreciate that prayer. I started praying more before I do these episodes to lay a foundation down. Oh, you said your faith is shaky? I can put myself in that same category as well, too. When doubt creep in, you may question God, but when it's shaky, that could be our strongest moment of our testing time. Faith of a side of a mustard seed. You don't have to have a whole lot starting off. But if you truly have it, it's going to activate the blessings that come from God and the restoration He will bring in your life due to the circumstances, situations that you will be facing. That's the reason why we had to go in our secret closet, a place of solitude, a place where we had to isolate ourselves from the filthiness that we encounter within life. That's what we have to do. So these 20 drivers I talked to, one of them, two of them, three of them talked to me. Well, D-Rev, they hating on you because you bringing content that we haven't heard anybody else brought to the table. Yes, amen. 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 Charles giving us confirmation and prayer. And amen, which means so be it in his holy name. So a lot of people is jealous because I expose the misleading content on EBT. Not everyone gave the viewers misleading content, but so many of them did. How you can't make money on EBT and all of that stuff. Then when I told them that you can make money on EBT, well, prove it. Show receipts. I think I'm one of the most transparent content creators when it comes to showing my receipts. Do I show too many? Okay. I looked at my March Madness challenge and reviewed it for the very first time that happened this year. It was the second annual March Madness challenge. I'm going to do a review on it as well, do it live. I'm going to explain to you in my review what went on. I'm a witness. I made good money in EBT, and I have taken losses on the EBT. That's correct. There's a balance there. But comparing EBT to EPO, I've done better with EBT, yes. And I hope that you continue on. But I wanted to start the stage of helping drivers be able to know how to master their skill set in both features. That's how you're going to maximize your income potential for growth. All right. Your potential income for growth. That's where I was headed, in that direction. I still can't do it in that direction because I got enough information in case study. That's the reason why I told people I had a lot of videos to still do after deactivation. This is the third episode talking about Doordash content after deactivation. After deactivation. After deactivation. I can't talk to you, brother, on that phone. I'm on that device. Hello, everyone in the chat. And hello, D-Rail. Appreciate that. See, I'm using my phone today, so I won't be able to open that phone call to him. Now, if I had the tablet up, I would have opened the phone line up for him because he had something to say. This is not bragging, ladies and gentlemen, about what I do. And I'm definitely not going to feel down about what I do that brings value to the community. Show your receipts, show your receipts, show proof, show this. I've been hearing that ever since I started this gig, came into this gig space. I have shown more proof than anybody else in this gig space. And my accusers haven't showed anything. It's time for them to start showing some proof. Right? Bag up your content with proof. Bag up your content that people can get value from it with proof. Okay? I looked at that challenge, ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time from a different pair of lenses. And I can understand why people hate and why the haters hate on the content. But yet, they have discovered truth for themselves and made more money and was using certain techniques that helped them, but they still hate. Free of charge. I had many drivers that came out of town and said, man, we'll pay you. This is what we think your information is worth. I turned it down. I said, look, how much did it cost you to get here? Keep that money, and invest it in when you go back on your trip because you're going to need that. I done heard certain people say that I'm all about clicking views because they seen the rise and the increase of viewers watching this channel and they started hating, started attacking. You want to know why people were watching more? Because they said, look, there's some information we haven't found. This content creator making a lot of sense. In my live stream ride-along in the March Madness Challenge, I'm not using the DD Grabber bot. I'm not using driver utility help. All I'm using is what God gave me. I'm telling you out loud my decision making. I'm telling you that if I go over here, I might be making the wrong mistake, the wrong decision. I may not get orders from over there. But if I go over here, I'm going to get that order. Bam! I got that order. I showed it right then and there. How many content creators can do that? That's what they're hating on, ladies and gentlemen. An informative channel that have found a new era of content on how to be informative that can bring value to the viewers when you see it real time. When you see it real time. You can't argue with that, and you will be a fool to hate on. A lot of folks didn't have that idea. That idea wasn't meant for them. It was meant for me to bring it out to the platform. And I thank God for being able to give me that insight to do his will and give out that information in a unique, unorthodox way. Live stream right along. Live stream right along. To where I can do this right here. You feel like you're sitting right there in the passenger seat with me on the journey that we are embarking upon in this gig community. I can walk out and I can just show the surroundings in the area. I can sit here right now and show you they working on this truck if I choose to do so. But if I don't get permission from him to do it, I could easily turn around and walk out here. It shows when you are into the transportation business that you have mechanical breakdowns. He got an 18-wheeler right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they're doing right now. How many of us can relate to a mechanical breakdown when we're out here doing these gig apps? If I were to get out there and get the filming, it would show the realism of the noise that you hear right there. He's taking the tire off. He's putting another tire on. He's doing everything he needs to do to get back on the road so he can make his money. How many of us had to go to the mechanic shop? How many of us done burned multiple tires? Flats on the highway running over stuff that punctured the tire. I can get out and show my stuff. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get out right now. I can get out and show my stuff. Let me see something for a second. Let me see. Hold on. All of a sudden, this done got heavy on me. Hold on. Let's see. All right. I got some used tires right there I had to replace. I had to replace all four. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's the fire station there y'all heard the other day. You see that tall thing right there? That's a siren right there. Okay. That's the siren. You see. So I had to sit there and replace all four tires. All four tires. So when you're on the road as much as we on the road, once again, you see what I'm saying? So when you have mechanical breakdowns, I know all of you can relate to mechanical breakdowns, automobile accidents. I haven't had a whole lot of automobile accidents. You see, one thing about live stream ride-alongs, I can get out of the car, right? I can do that there. Show you a scenery of what we do. Show you a scenery of the environment. Show you a scenery of taking it to the streets. Live morning show. Other content creators gonna take it to another level. I thank Mr. Flex for starting them. I thank Red for what she doing them. Terry and others. Beginning to take live stream ride-alongs to a different level of content. Different level of content.
Now, is this informative channel born? I don't think so. There's some folks mad because they didn't think about it first. It wasn't meant for you to put it out there first. All right? We all have our own creativity. This is not to smash other people down, but you have a creativity, a unique style that no one else have, and you second to none. You orchestrate and you publish that content. You publish that content. Quit being a cookie cut clone of somebody else. Of somebody else. Now you begin to understand why I named it Take It to the Streets Live Show. Powerful content for an informative channel. The real of the real. You just got through seeing this man make his money in transportation, transporting goods throughout the United States. You saw the mechanic, the equipment, working to take the noise. He's taking that wheel off, putting another tire on. This is part of my tire tools that I use, along with my plugs and everything. Get you emergency kits that you're going to need for your vehicle. If you're good enough to do a little bit of work on your vehicle, then you do that. I can put a serpentine belt on now in 10 minutes or less versus 2 hours and 4 hours. Yes. And I try my best to respect the people's privacy. Drivers told me about they was experiencing what I was experiencing. Share the information. I said, well, you know they're going to think I'm lying because you didn't come on the show and tell your story. But I done had two that did. Phone call conversation, you hear it. When I started my live stream ride-alongs, we did phone call conferences with drivers in this city and in other cities. TFT, Hot Facts with Robert Reese, Alaskan Gear and Guns, Howard, Ghost, Cornbread, Mr. Charlie, John. Phone call conference while I'm doing this thing here. See what I'm saying? Discussing the circumstances of us service providers or delivery personnel that does this as a business. I was one of the content creators that told everybody that we are not independent contractors. Oh boy, did I get slammed for it. More and more people beginning to see that. Wait a minute. I got something. I don't know, was that a spider or a fly? Whatever it was weird. I hope I don't get bit by it. It disappeared real quick. That's all good, Charles. That's all good. We appreciate the times that you come here, brother, and everything, man, and your support. I appreciate all the moderators that come here with their support. All I'm telling content creators, recommended, suggested advice, start respecting the boundaries of other content creators' channels. Hashtag bullyfreezone. Okay.
Your driver mic is now. I hear you, brother. He said the market is rocking this morning. But that brother knew the market was going to rock this morning, too. We already discussed that. He's in a different city, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the Platinum Tier program, once they tweak everything on all of these updates that they implementing in the program, drivers going to start back making money again. Good money. Drivers don't mess it up this time for all of us, okay? Some people had to take a sacrifice for the whole. I took a sacrifice for the whole. Glitch Dash took a sacrifice for the whole. And we got deactivated for it. To make it better for the rest of us drivers. Okay. So, we didn't ask anybody to put themselves in life way to make it better for all of us. He didn't ask, I didn't ask, we did what we had to do. We still got a long ways to go. But you're talking about that drivers and gig workers need to unite. How can you unite when content creators are not uniting right now? To make it better for all of us, not just for your selfish ambitions. You see. Yeah, he put that tire on there. He rolling them up on the truck. I wish I could have showed that. You see. So, man-made things break down, ladies and gentlemen. It has its limitations. Remember that. That's called unforeseen circumstances. I appreciate it, Nisa. I appreciate it, Charles. Confidentiality. Somebody wanted me to dox people confidentiality. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to force somebody to come on my channel don't want to be on there either. We gave you the information that backs up what you're talking about, we're experiencing. I told them they're going to sit there and not believe it. Oh, here we go. Phone getting hot. I don't know if I done lost y'all already or not. Pretty soon I'm going to have to get off this live stream. There will be, if they don't change it now because I'm putting it out there. I'm talking about Doordash. It would be a good idea too. And I think it is a good idea. But they should have kept us in the loop. But I know why they didn't keep us in the loop. But I did. I already showed proof that they will start giving warnings of deactivation to drivers that's in danger of being deactivated. Isn't that what we've been crying for the longest? It was glitching because they implementing this update. We need to talk about all of a sudden the rise of numbers of contract violation that drivers are getting now. Some hadn't had one before. They get them now. There are 2 delivery drivers that talks about it, and I will play that information for you in due time. And they said these words here that I don't know. Maybe it is a glitch. Pedro talked about the deactivation, and the new deactivation policy that Pedro just scratched the surface on is about what I told everybody that it's going to be. Unless Doordash said we pulled a plug on it. Now he done let everybody know what's going on. He didn't put it out there now that we get ready to start warning drivers of deactivation. This is how we doing it. He's letting drivers know when this come across the screen, it is a glitch for deactivation. Yes, because y'all implement a warning of drivers that's already in danger of being deactivated, and the process already began, already started. That's why it was called glitch deactivation, because it flashed across the screen as a glitch. Doordash, you have gave customers too much power to where they can falsify information, causing drivers contract violations, costing them their livelihood. I didn't say all customers, but those dishonest ones is who we talking about. If you can turn around and deactivate drivers, what about the customers that scam the system, take advantage of your company, the drivers and the merchants? There needs to be an update mandated as well for them. We ought to be able to rate a bad customer experience 1 through 5. When they get rated 3 stars and below, we never should be assigned to that customer. Yes, I'm talking to Doordash right now. I said I had a whole lot of questions for them. 30 plus questions. Why is it that the customer that is a fraudulent of their account, why they're not getting deactivated for not using the platform after they done scammed to get free meals? There's a video out there that's showing them how to do it. If you hold us accountable, they need to be held accountable as well. Or it's going to be more drivers in this community that will be using their voices to speak about this circumstances that's bringing hardship upon drivers in this community. But people say I still don't have Doordash content that's relevant. Oh, this one is very relevant. You understand me? Very relevant. Now, back to what I was talking about independent worker, not independent contractor, independent worker. There are some things I've seen about GrubHub kind of concerns me and it disturbs me that I have discovered the truth of. I had a talk with another driver, asked me what's the difference between when you was working for Bike Squad and GrubHub. Light bulb came on. I'm gonna do a video about it. I'm gonna do a video about my experience with Doordash versus GrubHub. I'm gonna do a video on Bike Squad versus GrubHub. You want to know why that individual asked me that question? Because that individual been watching my videos for a very long time. What's the difference between when you were working for Bike Squad versus you working for GrubHub right there? Both of them have blocks. What's the difference? I knew what he was getting at. And I'm going to share a piece of that information with you today. Bike Squad, when I was introduced to it, you had a choice to be an independent worker or an employee of Bike Squad, dropping off and delivering food. You did 30 plus hours, you got the benefits, health benefits, medical benefits, insurance on Bike Squad. You had to be on 4-hour blocks, dealing with a real dispatcher. You could go to the building right there in South Haven, go in there and talk to the manager, a general manager for Bike Squad. Get your uniforms on the spot. Get that, I don't have that bag in here, that Bike Squad bag. They have meetings you could go to right there in South Haven. Wearing the uniform, and you better wear your uniform because you were an employee. Then they changed from that to independent contractor. How many drivers remember them days for Bike Squad? Now the comparison. GrubHub have your own blocks. Due to what I have experienced, is pretty close to the national statistics. But it will be different because it varies from market and driver's decision making. Once they understand the thresholds of where your money is capped or your salary is capped due to minimum wage. The average here is $12 to $15 that you can make in the hour, and it's tough to make it in the hour on the block. Okay. They give you a 10-minute pause after 2 hours. You get a 10-minute break. Do that sound familiar? Let me do a comparison when I used to work across this street right over there. 10-minute break on a W-2 means I'm an employee. And I better be back on that flow in 10 minutes. 2 hours, 10 minutes. Sound like an employee environment to me. Contract violation. You have been written up 90 days before it be removed. Don't that sound familiar in some of these W-2 jobs that you have worked at? Sound like an employee environment to me. Why is it that I haven't heard yet any content creator talk about that? Maybe I missed somebody that did talk about that. And whoever did talk about it is for few and in between. But let's talk about it for 2024. $10-minute break on a delivery gig out. in resemblance of a 10-minute break right over there at that warehouse there. Sound like an employee environment to me. You get written up on that job right over there, an infraction, you stay on your record for 90 days. It's a point system over there. It takes a timeline for it to be removed. Contract violation is 90 days. On GrubHub, what does that sound like to you? What do it remind you of? Sound like an employee environment to me. Oh, there's more I'm going to bring to the table. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Are some of these apps truly misclassifying independent workers as employees? While we dealing with the foolishness of pride and ego, we need to come together and let's have a discussion about this and let our voices be heard throughout the world so something can be done. And this is the part of the Doordash revolution they said was going to go rogue. Because the information I'm finna put out there that us drivers you need to be united on, us content creators need to be united on with a bully-free zone. Oh, there's other apps that remind me of the employee environment. That's why this particular driver asked me a true and legitimate question that he wanted to know in comparison of my experience 7+ years doing these gig apps, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm shouting. They probably thought I lost my mind. They know I'm doing a YouTube video. So why are we hating on each other? And why are we putting our hands and worrying about putting our hands in somebody else's pocket when we all have a right to make a living and provide for our families? $1 compensation for a store closed or canceled by customer order, no matter how much time or miles were spent on it. What do that sound like, ladies and gentlemen? The rating system also put us in an unsafe scenario. Penalty if we decline versus our entire safety at risk. She is 100% correct. How come I haven't heard GrubHub content creators talk about it? Maybe I missed the message. Maybe I missed the memo. I hadn't heard the memo this year. So I'm going to put the memo out. This is not bashing the company, but we're talking about some of these unfair things that's happening to drivers. But you sign up for the app. Yep. I did sign up for the app. Well, then just don't use the app. Nope. I'm still going to use it. It went from 17 to 8 real quick. I sent a powerful message out there, ladies and gentlemen, that now drivers can relate to what I'm talking about. There's going to be some more angry people about the information I just addressed with you today. But they out here misleading people, think they really doing something when they not doing nothing. But you're talking about uniting. If you truly are uniting with other drivers, then why are we not coming together? What's up, Tommy? What's up, Tommy? If you truly are uniting or reuniting, you got to start with content creators that are influencers in this community. If those leaders and influencers can't get along, we're going to always stand divided. That's all good. I appreciate you letting me know you're here today. You utilize the membership while you still have a timeline for it. It was a courtesy as a gift to you. You see. So, I made a powerful message today. I will do a comparison with Doordash. Thank Hulk Smash. Thank Hulk. Hulk gave that gift to you. Are we making the conditions better for us as drivers, or are we making it worse for drivers? That should be the question that needs to be asked on all of these channels. So I start with mine first. People talking about how meaningless how-to videos are, when how-to videos done stepped this game up to informative information now. Realistic as it can be in a ride-along. Vlog, as I'm vlogging. I'm a storyteller, and I'm pretty good one at it, too. Sound like he got it on the road, ladies and gentlemen. That's the sound you want to hear. When you have a mechanical failure of your vehicle, you start it up and it purrs like a kitten. Now you can get back out there and make your money. Light bulbs should be coming on in the room today, to where you discover truth in a unique way that's going to be beneficial for you on how you make your decision on maximizing your potential income growth. How long do I still need to be on these apps? What other things I need to be doing? Like we're finna have some more rain in this area. Just like we worked in W-2 jobs. So, well, I got to hold on to this job before a little while longer until I get that one across the street. We done brought the employee mindset into this gigs, apps, and side hustle. So a lot of us still think like employees. That's not no disrespect. We done been pre-programmed, conditioned to think like that. Now, is it our fault? It's not my place to answer that question. Only you can answer that question for you. I only can answer that question for me. Then when I discover the answer to the question I just asked, next thing, what is I'm going to do about it? Is I'm going to complain, or is I'm going to be about it? Is I'm going to talk that talk, or is I'm going to walk that walk? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. rocking an hour and almost a half right now. And they thought the DoorDash revolutions won't have any more DoorDash content. Oh yeah, I will have more content because I will be doing reviews on my content 3 months ago that's happening right now. And I knew it all the time. When you have gifts, talents that God gives you, you stay obedient and stay on that course, you can do it that way. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate you, man, for being here as long as you was able to be here. We're going to be putting out more videos. Thank you for your support. It keeps us humble. Thank you, everyone that watches this channel. It keeps us humble. There's folks saying I got the big head. No, I don't have the big head. We realize we got haters. They're going to hate. Everybody got haters. Everybody do. It's somebody that don't like it. It's somebody that dislike. That someone can't stand to even see you walk the face of this earth. We all got them haters on this planet here. So don't think you exempt. He's driving off, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what he gonna do? He gonna bag in, get ready to pull his trailer, I believe. But I think he's gonna drive off and test it and everything before he do that, because that's his trailer right there. You see. Don't it sound good to your ears to hear your vehicle is ready to do you service so you can make your money? One of them wheels still look like it's a wobble in there. But that ain't my business though. But think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it. Are you gonna be one of the ones that's gonna complain about it, or are you gonna be one of the ones that's gonna be about it? You just got to figure out how you got to be about it. I can't tell you how to be about it. That responsibility and that decision is yours. But complaining about it is not going to solve anything. So how do we redirect that complaint to a positive message of solutions that we can bring on the table? Just like the DoorDash have a DCC council, GrubHub have a council too that drivers can join up for as well. How many people knew that? Maybe I got the memo too late. But they do have it. I knew that for a few months now, or to a year ago. But we won't get on these council committees and none of that. But we still complain. I done talked about it 3 times in the last 3 years about it. I thank another content creator for talking about it. Also, sign up. You might become one that can give them ideas that can help us drivers. I talked about it before, 3 times before. I'm glad I'm not the only one talking about it now. See how it's windy out here, the breeze blowing, just shaking back and forth. I'm talking to you. My picture should be clear as a bell. On the device, I should have been done thrown in the graveyard right here. I'm not going to speak that to existence until I be done got me another. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go through the comment section. People said that people is laughing at the DoorDash revolution. I'm not the only content creator people laughing at. You're not a true content creator until people start laughing at you before they start taking you seriously. If ain't nobody ever laughing at you, maybe you need to think about something. I will be providing information just like this from the live stream, live chats. So I might not be deleting people's messages at all. It's going to be showtime at the Apollo. We're going to show how imperative it is for people to know how to conduct themselves when they're in the live chat. Hashtag bullyfreezone. You act out of order, we're gonna do what we need to do. You will be showcased for review. For review. A lot of stuff goes on in the live chats on the live streams. I think it's now time that we address them. And I can make videos off of that. Corrective action that we need to start taking as influencers. Hashtag bully free zone. Mic drop. Mic drop. It's amazing how a person can use their creativity for positivity and bring value for the community in a way that no one else have ever thought of, which will make you unique. As an individual that publish content and create content as a content creator. Everybody got their own unique style, their own skill sets and creativity. The question is, are we using it in a positive way as influencers that will bring value for the viewers to consume? That's my question. There's so much content out there we hadn't even thought about that is content, but it's out there right in front of our eyes, and I'm talking about all these content creators. I dropped a powerful mission statement today. And people gonna feel a certain kind of way. Certain people are, I don't care. Because we know the direction we going in. We know what we got to do. Our part in moving forward, in helping drivers. We're going to talk about this deactivation thing. We're going to talk about the contract violation thing that's going on Doordash and on all of these other apps that I haven't experienced with. Then the ones that you have experience with, then you can tell your story on this channel. Whether you want to do it in a live chat, whether you want to jump on the link and be on the show, tell your true story, experience, and give your perspective, you can be welcome here. We got to start somewhere. Our voices need to be heard. But because we have a voice don't mean that because we have the freedom of speech to say any and everything out of order either. There's a protocol, principles, and standards we have to abide by, and comply by. Okay. We got more coming, ladies and gentlemen. I'm finna let everybody go so they make their money. I'm on vacation. I'm doing the gig outs today. Yeah. It's very imperative for drivers to get your proper, adequate rest, relaxation, and a peace of mind to have a healthy mind, soul, spirit, and body. Okay. This is just the beginning of an era of content coming from the Doordash revolution that I will be bringing to you in a market near you. It's time to do reviews on my show, of my show, and eventually everyone gonna understand. Wow, he got a lot of powerful information set up, organized, and ready on his show. There we go. There we go. I'm getting ready to end it with that note, ladies and gentlemen. I thank everybody in the comment section and everything. I tried my best to these flies want to take over everything. We get ready to let you guys have one of the best days you can have of your life. And we get ready to get out of here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's all, folks.